Yes, please start.
So I'll have to go through all that again, I think, to welcome everybody to the 11th Mavin Festival. So it's all Shabana's energy behind it all and her team. We're all here to support her, and we've had some wonderful times in the earlier festivals, and this time also we have got a great number of speakers lined up. And this is all about working together. And that is what we are showcasing in this festival, the synergy of mind, body, and soul. And we start off with a keynote speaker, Professor Anu Kapur. And she's been with the faculty, she's been faculty with the Department of Geography, Delhi School of Economics, Delhi University since 1997. And she's self-authored a number of books on Indian geography. And along with that, she's even created many maps and curated exhibitions in the University of Delhi. And she is a wonderful person. I've heard her speak before also. And she's Shabanaji's professor as well, mentor. And she's won a number of awards as well. So I would like to invite Anu Kapoorji to introduce more of herself a little. And she's going to talk about the synergy of life. Yes.
Right. Thank you so much for this invitation. And thank you for the invitation to Mavin's festival. To be in a festival mood is very important in today's rather chaotic world. And the title of your festival is Synergy within a chaotic kind of environment in which we are living. Coming straight to the point of synergy, let me share what I think synergy is all about. But before I begin, let me bring you to the root of the word synergy. When did this word come, and what is the origin of this particular word, and how was it used? When I was looking through material and researching on it, I found that the word synergy comes from the word synagogos, which means, and it's an ancient Greek word, which means with, working together with, cooperating with. So it's an ancient Greek word. And before 400 BC, the concept of synergy within the philosophical conversation of the Greek was really to explain collaborative and cooperative work. So for a long time, till the 6th century, it dealt with cooperation and joint work. It began to acquire importance. This is where we could get connected to the spiritual fest. The word synergy began to acquire importance during the 16th century when Christian theology came into being, and they created a word called synergism. Synergism is interesting, this word, because it connects to the whole idea of what we're talking about today. Synergism here referred to the synergy between God's will and human will and God's grace. अब इस बात को समझ लेते हैं. तो क्रिश्चियन थियोलॉजी ने शुरू में ये बात कही कि सारी दुनिया पर गॉड की ग्रेस ही है जो ये दुनिया चला रही है. It is God who decides who will have salvation and who will not be, and who will be damned. So these two conversations were existing. And synergy existed between the fact that God will decide what the human beings are going to be gaining. Later, this was changed, and Christianity evolved to say that there are two variables involved in creating synergy. So the conversation of synergy basically was highly spiritually articulated. It said that there's God's grace, but there is human will. So human will operates through human faith, and dono, God's grace and human will, determines the nature of life human beings on planet Earth are going to have. So in the 1650s, still well up till the 1650s, the word synergy was used in a theological or a philosophical sense only. So it existed within scriptures, it existed within the Testament, it existed within a framework of a religious discourse. It was Shabd hai synergy. It changed and now it's became a buzzword largely in the 20th century. Badlav kaise hua? And before we come back to our mind, soul, body connection, this change of the word or the change of the usage of the word synergy as a concept became important in the 20th century when it began to be used with the idea, again, an Aristotelian idea, that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. And it began to apply itself across various dimensions of science and technology. For example, in the business world, synergy became very important as mergers and acquisitions were going on. And the word synergy was how would companies collaborate to work together to create profits? When organizations became large, corporations became large, again, the word synergy became extremely important, that departments should work together to acquire success. The word synergy not only became important in the world of business, but it also became very important, for example, in the world of cybernetics. In cybernetics, ideas of feedbacks and loops and how the whole system works again created the importance of the word synergy. If you look at globalization as a process, it again introduced the importance of synergy. For example, in globalization, concepts of global trade. Today, the concept of tariffs and its impacts and connectivity again talks of the synergy between systems which are happening. During globalization, the whole idea of climate change, for example, rests on the fundamentals of the synergy, the connectivity between carbon footprints, between deforestation, between industrialization, and how this imprints upon creating temperature changes. And people began to map the synergy between systems, the hydrological system, the atmospheric system, the biosphere. So synergy became a very important term. Even the whole idea of environmental sustainability actually rests on the synergy between the various components of the environment which you are. Not only this, synergy began to be seen very clearly. And when I mean seen, it began to be studied between the realms of nature very carefully. For example, research showed that the creation of oxygen in the atmosphere was not a random phenomena, but because of the synergy or the action of the working together of diatoms, which are in the ocean, which fix photosynthesis and release oxygen. So diatoms in the oceans were responsible, which are a kind of microscopic algae, which produce 20 to 40% of the Earth's oxygen. So this synergy between the atmosphere, sunlight, carbon dioxide, aquatic ecosystems came forth that nature is extremely connected. Of course, we are all aware of the connection between nature between, let's say, simple things like the bees and flowers. Bees collect nectar and pollen for food. They pollinate flowers, which leads to evolution and which leads to the multiplication and creation of the biodiversity. It is a synergy between the fact that the flower can't travel, but the bee can travel, and because it travels, it brings the two together. I was teaching a course in biogeography when I was teaching at the Delhi School of Economics, and I realized that there's synergy operating every single way. You know, on a buffalo, you see a little bird pecking on the back of a particular buffalo, जो दिखता है हमको सड़कों पर. सोचती थी कि ये क्या है, क्यों चिड़िया उसके ऊपर क्रो बैठकर बफलो पे बैठा है. Synergy, mutualism was completely there. बफलो के ऊपर जो पड़ा है वो ticks and parasites, वो क्रो खा रहा है और बफलो को क्लीन अप कर रहा है. So it was like the beautician for the buffalo, which is a great example. You can see this kind of story just everywhere across nature. So within industry, within nature, within globalization, we began to see the conversation of synergy operating in a very special way. It also began to show itself in industry and innovation. People realized that for innovation to be there, we needed to synergize with, let's say, design, with software, with technology, with philosophy, and the whole thing was put together. It reinforced, so we were reinforcing the fact that systems thinking in biology, business, design creates what is called an enhanced outcome. This is important. So it became, if I was to write this down, it would be something like a 1 + 1. So you and I, when we work together, is a 1 + 1 does not create a 2, but it actually creates a 3. And so there's a emergent value which kind of occurs when things or people or environments work together. This ability to work together it takes me to an area which is of recent concern to me, is in the area of psychology. Now, I know when you introduced me, you did say that I was a geographer, but I do want to say that during the COVID time, I took a degree in clinical psychology because I was interested in not just a study of man and environment, but I was also interested in the study of the mind and the man and environment. Again, a synergetic loop.
मैं किसी का भी बिल पास नहीं करूँ
Sorry.
बोल दो त्यागी को बोल दो आखिर को बोल
So, in psychology, synergy, and then I began to study and I run a small clinic and just enrolled for a PhD in this area at the IIT Delhi. But what I want to tell you is that in psychology, synergy refers to a combination of the mental, emotional, social, and therapeutic elements which work together. The fact that you combine the mind and the emotions and the social conversation is where you create the possibility of a healing space. It cannot be in just a one variable story. Therapy itself takes on synergy in various different forms. For example, we can have a CBT, a cognitive behavioral therapy, and a mindfulness, where CBT would address distorted thinking, but mindfulness cultivates present moment awareness. When you look at this area of synergy, you also see that I also discovered that groups, for example, group therapy and support networks heal faster and gain beneficial, deeper insights. And so synergy works together when it's in a group. So the Mavin coming together in a festival is the synergy a group is creating, which becomes important. You realize the synergy works, and now it's very well established that there is a psycho-neuro-immunology system. So the mind, brain, and the immune system all work together. So if you have stress reduction and you have positive emotion, and if you have a neural calm, you'll have a stronger immunity. So it kind of works together. Research in the oncology area shows that cancer patients which were journaling, which had gratitude, which meditation therapy, showed marked improvement in well-being and physiological markers. So the coming together of things and combining in their own way is one of the most important understandings we need to be aware of when we live our life and when we continue to understand what is really happening. A great example of this is also a Russian-based psychologist who worked on child development. His name is, I forget his name. His name is Bronfenbers, and he created an ecological systems theory where he said that the child development is nested within various circles of systems, which could travel from a microsystem to a mesosystem. So it's not just the caregivers and the family, but it's also friends and peers, a mesosystem. And then he says an exosystem where we would have the sociology, the culture of a particular place. And then there's a macro system where there is the environment and the trade and the country and the politics. And then there's a chronosystem, which is the global world. So the child's development is nested at all these levels which connect together to create what is really happening. So we realize that synergy is the combination of multiple domains which come together. Now, the question really remains is that the human mind, coming back to the conversation we need to have here, is synergy between mind, body, and soul. Now, this is not something everybody's really talking about. We're talking about synergy in business, environment, sustainability, trade, tariff, war, geopolitics. But what Mavin seems to have done is a very interesting kind of a take where it says, let's look at the synergy between mind, body, and soul. So if you were to look at the human mind and see what is the connection between the mind, the body, and the soul, we'll have to look at it a bit more differently, and you'll have to see how the mind, body, soul is connected both philosophically, spiritually, and psychologically. So it's three things as well as I just. So it's philosophical, it's spiritual, and it's psychological. So it's the interconnection between these things which create the harmony and foster what is called well-being. And how does it really work? So I'm going to give you some examples. For example, if you do, I'm a meditator, so I believe in this, and I practice it and it works. So if you're meditating, so here's the mind. If you're meditating, the mind is focused. And you all know, and many of you are practitioners. And if you're meditating, the body is in controlled breathing and a relaxed nervous system. So you have the mind, which is on focused attention, and the body, which is on controlled breathing and relaxed nervous system. And you have the soul, which is in a state of stillness and in the state of presence. So here are three things. The mind calms, and when the mind calms, it sharpens. And the body shifts. At the same time the mind calms, it sharpens. The body shifts from stress to a rest mode. And the soul feels connected, leading to clarity and insight. The synergy creates the balance, the self-regulation. And if you're really on the path for a long time and able to do this, you can create spiritual awakening. Now, I'm nowhere near that particular stage, but it's a practice we can get to and there. Another area which puts the mind, body, and soul together is yoga. Yoga is a holistic practice. The mind has mental concentration and there's a discipline. The body has movement, flexibility, and strength. So the body moves into that. And the soul is in a self-regulation. So through the, you have speakers on this who are better equipped than I am, but you have the asana, the pranayama, and the dhyana practice. So one experiences completely with yoga. And that's why it's very highly propagated and the world over is taking over, because it puts this, it's the synergy which puts the whole balance into place and gives you deeper interconnections. I also realized in my clinical practice that psychosomatic healing also operates on the principle of synergy. So when one works, one realizes that the mind releases toxic, repressed emotions, the body feels a relief from the chronic pain, and the soul feels as if it's healed and it's not trapped within psychosomatic trauma with which the patient can come to the clinic. So it works like this. I don't want to say too much, but I'm also a dancer and been trained in classical dance. And I realized that the kinesthetic intelligence or the ability or the skill to use the body to convey feelings and to flow with the rhythm of music creates an amazing catharsis and creates an interesting kind of body release of tension, and the mind reconstructs the particular narrative. So could be yoga, could be mindful meditation. These are connections of the mind, body, and soul. And I'm very glad that Mavin in the festival is going to address issues of dance and meditation. So these, and it's going to make you experience these as you journey across the next week of work. Where else can you see the mind, body, soul connection? I see it when one goes for a pilgrimage. I do know that when I would travel, I'm not a great pilgrimage goer, don't get me wrong, but whenever I would with my grandmother go to Vaishno Devi or one of these temples, I realized that it was a different space of experience. In the pilgrimage, one would be just so focused on the deity. So that focus is where the mind is working. The body is excited and also is so absorbed. Even going to Haridwar, it's like you're so absorbed with the river Ganges and the mountain and the noise. It's just that you're just immersed. So the mind and the body come together. And the soul, just for reasons, gets so connected and feels a sacred experience. This coming together of the mind, body, and the soul can be experienced there. So the mind, so we have three components. So the human being and the well-being is made of three components. I think three components. So the mind thinks, the body acts, and the soul feels. So the mind thinks, the body acts, and the soul feels. Put together, you create what is called the human being, the becoming of the being. And when these three work in harmony, we produce peace, we produce joy, we produce creativity. We also can distill wisdom. So a question which you can ask, and which I question myself on, is that where should we start? Should we start with the mind, or should we start with the body? Should we start with the soul? Now, because there's a synergy and there's a connectivity, there is no 1, 2, 3. You could start anywhere and the 2, 3 will follow. So if you are going to sit with are going to get discipline in the body, and you can keep it still, or you can keep it disciplined, and if you keep it relaxed, the mind will relax. And then the mind will relax, the body will also follow suit. And then the soul will be in harmony. If you keep yourself in positive thoughts, or you put yourself there, so the whole thing just comes together. So there isn't a 1, 2, 3, and you can all figure this out, that it actually happens almost simultaneously together. And in this particular form, synergy works. I need to say this also, that you could ask me this question, then what is the opposite of synergy? The opposite of synergy is interference, when things are not in balance, when things are interfering and creating a chaotic situation, is interference. So if the body wants to sit and there's some noise happening and you can't really sit, this is the interference, the synergy you're trying to create. Getting this interference or rising above the interference. So we don't have to engage in solving the interference, but kind of staying away. So I have this analogy. When there's a storm, don't start running in the storm, stay out of the storm. And then that's half the handling of that storm. And when I mean storm, I mean both emotional and, in a physical sense, what would happen. So the synergy of the mind, body, and soul is one of the most important dimensions, well-being. And I think that if human beings on this particular earth all of us resonate with that synergy of harmony, I'm sure it will lead to solving a number of global problems which we are facing and which we are victims of and which we are creating. With this, I will not take too much of time. I did tell Shabana I'd speak for only 20-30 minutes, but before I end, I would like to say that Mavin has created a spiritual fest. Now, what is a fest? A festival. A festival is a satsang. A festival is a collective, a spiritual festival is a collective meditative gathering which Mavin has created. So it says it creates the magic. And it is this festival which also is a synergy of all of us coming together here to participate in learning and in sharing our experiences and our knowledge, whatever little we have, so that Mavin is a platform which creates a synergy between all the listeners who come here. And I believe that even those who are not present benefit from the vibrations of a harmonious synergy between the mind and the body and the soul. So putting all this together, I have created my clinic and I call it an A space. And it says on its, and I call it the A space. Now, A is not just Anu space, but it's a space where there's healing, there's growth, there's trust. And it is within these spaces that we create that the mind, body, and soul come together. And I think Mavin's doing a great job and a great service to this whole conversation of thinking. With this, I would like to thank Shabana and the entire team for this online session, and which is like samohik prayas and a sahyog, where we can all think of this wonderful word, synergy. With this, I'd like to thank you all and sign out. And I'm willing to take questions, but I may not have the answer. And
Thank you so much, Mavin. That was wonderful. You
Thank
so
you.
beautifully combined, explained the roots of synergy and took it up to its global, universal level, in fact. So thank you so much. And I think you already answered the question people may have in their minds.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the.
So it was a beautiful, showing that importance of synergy is awesome. Very beautifully put out. We can
Thank
take
you.
a quick feedback from anybody or
Yeah, anybody wants to hear about it?
Yeah, just for a few minutes. We got 5 minutes before we go to the next.
Yeah. I know the next speaker.
Yeah, Aditi, you're saying something? Yeah.
Yeah, Anuji, it was a very insightful session. Thank you so much. We do not really connect all the elements that we see around us, and how you really gave us a very detailed view on how everything around us is synergized and connected. And when also the opposite of synergy, you would think it's isolation, but you beautifully put it out that it's basically unbalanced energies that's coming together. So thank you so much for this insightful
Thank you,
session.
Aditi. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Aditi.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
You know, it's really helpful for all of us. I just removed that. I cannot. I have a problem.
You're audible. You're audible, ma'am. I think a network has dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
she's back.
no, actually, we have to use our day-to-day life with ourselves, with our environment, with the nature, with the people around us. It's very important in our day-to-day life at the present moment.
Yeah. Your voice is going, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. A little louder.
Okay. I think the present moment, we have to be synergy with our environment. and
Your voice is
people
gone. I'm
around
so
us.
sorry. We
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
hear
And
you.
also network issue.
Yeah.
You have to
I'll
remove
stop
the
now.
earplug.
Yeah.
You
I'll
have to
stop
remove
now.
the ear.
I'll stop now.
No, we can't hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll stop.
Well, I think I could hear her. She was saying that synergy is also important with the environment where we live,
Yeah.
not only with people, but also with plants, animals, the entire ecosystem. That's
Yeah.
what she was trying to say.
Yeah.
Thank you, Devashish ji. Thank you. Thank you, Premaji. So if anyone has any questions, you can put it in the chat box and we'll pick it up later on maybe if we have time. But now we want to move on to Devashish ji's session and he's going to do an inner child healing. He has a very illustrious background in teaching and research, which I don't want to go in right now because it will cover the whole evening. So we'll only come down that he's a soul healer and an awesome therapist. That's all I can say. Past life therapist. So over to you, Debasis ji. Please, we're all waiting for that because all of us need that inner child healing. We need to connect to that inner self of ours. So we're looking forward to that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll have to share my screen because there's a music behind
Okay.
in the background, and this music will actually facilitate the inner child in you, and also be very instrumental in the healing process during the meditation. So I'll share my screen, not for any PowerPoint or anything, just for the sound. So I know it is not very easy to shift your mind from such a deep session to a meditation session. Not easy, it is difficult. And I'm sure all your minds are very active now, thinking about synergy. But I'll try my best. I'll try my best to calm down your mind, relax your mind,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
take you into the meditation. So first and foremost, of course, try to make sure that the lights which are on in your room are slightly not so deep, it's not disturbing your eyes.
Audio goes off a little, Devashish ji. थोड़ा सा audio raise कर चल.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's much clearer, better.
Okay, so before I start the session, just a couple of things. Try to be relaxed. Try to either lie down or sit straight with the lights in a room a bit dim, if possible. And there's no right posture for a meditation. You can sit, you can relax, you can lie down. It's preferable that your spine is straight, but even if it is not, it is fine. I'm sure you will still be able to enjoy the meditation. You just need to relax and just listen to my voice, and the music background will help you to go deeper and deeper. Are you able to hear the music behind on the background?
Yeah, we can hear it. Yes,
Is it too loud?
I think it should be fine. Or you can lower it a little. Yeah, it's okay. Fine. Fine.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So try to comfortably sit, recline or lie down. Be as comfortable as possible. If your phones are there or any devices are there which could potentially make some beeping sound or buzzing devices are there, try to make sure that they are taken care of and you have uninterrupted quiet time for the practice. Before we start, let's take 5 deep breaths. Try to breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Great. Meditation is an appointment with yourself. It is an appointment with your, as you heard, your body, mind, and soul. Your personality is often dominated by the roles you play in your life. And hence, you often become overpowered with reactions based on the roles that you play in your life. This is an exclusive time for yourself. Forget and give up all the roles that you play, the roles that you play as a mother, as a father, as a teacher, as a student, as an employer, as an employee, as a friend, and so on. Try to be aware of yourself without the personality that you are. As you close your eyes, open up your inner eyes. As you open your inner eyes, you will be able to visualize, you will be able to see where you are, the color of your dress, the color of the walls, the windows, the door, the color of your chair where you're sitting, or the bed where you're lying down. Many times, it's not so easy to visualize. If you find it difficult, just imagine it is all there. Or just pretend that it is there. And follow my voice. Gradually, bring your focus on your breath. Every time you breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you bring your consciousness and your focus on your breath, you will find that you may be breathing a few seconds deeper or longer than what you need. Even the duration that you breathe out might not be exactly appropriate that you need, that your body needs. As you relax and calm down, you will gradually come to a point where you are breathing in what you can say as the most relaxing rhythm, the calm pattern of your breath. not a fraction of a second more or less. This is your personal relaxation breath pattern. Try to be in this stage at this level for a few moments. Breathing in exactly what you need. Breathing out exactly for the duration that it requires. This personal relaxation breath pattern sets the connection between you and my voice. It sets the connection between your soul and the divine. From now on, every time you enter into a meditative state and reach this personal relaxation breath pattern, you will be able to connect with the divine, with your highest self. Every time you breathe in and breathe out, you are relaxing, going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Feel the muscular tension flowing out of your muscles. You can easily imagine switching off all your active muscles, right from the muscles of your forehead, your face, down to your jaws, down through your throat. Relax. Relax deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Allow the relaxation to flow farther down through your shoulders. Many a times, when we have a lot of burden, different forms of burden, our shoulders are heavy, sometimes even painful. Every time you breathe in, allow your shoulders to loosen. Relax your shoulders. Allow the relaxation to flow through your arms, through the muscles of your hands, flow down through your chest, relax your lungs, relax your heart. Allow the relaxation to flow farther down, down through your stomach, flowing farther down through your liver, through your kidneys, flowing farther down through your back, down through your thighs, your knees, right up to your toes. Your entire body is completely relaxed. As I count from 5 to 1, you will now be able to go deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, so deep that your conscious mind will go to rest and your subconscious mind will awaken. As your subconscious mind awakens, you will be able to raise your vibrations from the physical domain, from the physical realm, to emotional and spiritual realms, higher than the normal vibrational fields. 5, 4, 3, you're almost there. 2, 1. You are in a deep state of relaxation, completely calm. It is a state of tranquility, peace, and harmony. You have never felt so relaxed earlier. The weight of your body is like a feather. You are in a deep meditative state. Through your inner eyes, bring your consciousness to your chakras. Through your inner eyes, try to visualize all the 7 chakras of your body. Ask your subconscious mind to show you your chakras when you were a little kid, when all your chakras were aligned, when all your chakra vortices is to rotate clockwise. They is to glow with their inherent colors. Visualize the violet color of your root chakra. The red color of your root chakra. Visualize the orange color of your sacral chakra. Visualize the golden color of your solar plexus. The bright green color of your heart chakra. Visualize the blue color of your throat chakra. The indigo color of your third eye, and the violet color of your crown chakra. Through your inner eyes, try to see how your chakras look now. Try to scan all your chakras through your inner eyes. Instruct your subconscious mind to show you how your chakras look like at this current moment. Try to carefully observe all your 7 chakras. Allow divine light to flow through your crown chakra. Allow all your chakras to get connected with the universal energy field. Exactly the way it was when you were born. Your early years. Bring your consciousness to this life when you were a teenager. Try to recollect all the memories when you were a teenager. You were in school. You might have also entered into college in the later part of your teenage. Might be you also experienced your first crush. How was it? Try to visualize all those moments. Try to visualize your relationship with your parents. With your extended family. This was the time when you also developed new acquaintances. your early college days. Try to identify that event during your teenage that was most gratifying. That made you really proud and happy. Identify that event now. This is perhaps the event that helped you to rediscover yourself. Perhaps this was the event that redefined your personality. Go deep into the event and try to relive the moment. Try to visualize, try to feel the high energy of this event. The frequency that build your personality, define who you are. You've done a great job. Now try to identify those moments when you were a teenager that were not so gratifying. Perhaps this is the age when you also encountered emotional turmoil. Perhaps this was the age when you first witnessed betrayal. Perhaps this was the time when you had the first breakup. Though the scars could be deep, try to go deep into each of these events. I call upon the heart of Elijah to shower light onto each of these events, each of these experiences, to heal each of these experiences, to prevent the percolation of any negativity that has transmitted to your later years. Dear the heart of Elijah, please shower your healing blessings onto each of the participants here and heal their physical, emotional, spiritual, and auric fields now. Feel the power of the universal energy field, showering its blessings, showering its energy into each of these experiences which were not good. Healing your emotional self, healing your higher self. As I count 1 to 3, you will be able to feel the healing power even deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. 1, 2, 3. Your soul is feeling lighter now. Gradually bring your consciousness to your younger years, somewhere between 8 to 12. Similarly, try to identify the major events during this time period, during this age. What was the high point at this age? Go deeper and deeper. Try to search with the help of your subconscious mind, as your subconscious mind knows it all. Ask your subconscious mind to show you the high point of your life between 8 and 12. This is the age when you build new friends. This is also the age of vulnerability. At this point in time, you are able to see all the good things and the not so good things that happened to you during this age. Try to uplift the vibrations of the child in you, the kid in you. This was the age when you are full of life, feel the vibrations, feel the aura that you had at this time period, at this age. All that stops you today to display the jubilance, the life, the energy, the vibrations that you had at this age. Heal it now. I again request the heart of Elijah to shower blessings and healings onto you, to heal all that stops you from passing on this life force of this age into the you of today. Hear the heart of Elijah. Please shower your healing blessings and the light onto all who are there here today, so that at every point in time from now on, they are able to display, they are able to remember, recollect, and live the child that was there, that is there within them, now and then. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I also pray to the Divine to shower blessings on all the scars that have formed during this time. This was the age of vulnerability. This was the age of innocence. This was the age when people could have taken advantage of you. I ask the heart of Elijah to heal the scars with white light, with divine white light, and stop it from spreading to your current life now. As I count 1 to 3, you will be able to feel the heart of Elijah. You will be able to feel the healing at this age. 1, 2, 3. Let's go farther backward. Farther backward. Maybe at the age of 4 or 5 or even 3. I command your subconscious mind to recollect all the memories of yours at this age. Identify the most important events. Identify the light, the love, and the blessings that you received at this age. Simultaneously, I command your subconscious mind also to help you recollect the events that was not so good, that might have left a negative mark on your memory. I invite Archangel Michael to come down and bestow his love, affection, and healing onto this child of yours. The child in you that suffered these scars, that suffered any pain at this age. I request Archangel Michael to cover all these scars with bright divine white light, to cover the scars with a layer of golden white light, to heal the scars from within. Cut all the cords that might have led to percolation of this trauma into your later life. Dear Archangel Michael, please heal this one now as I count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You are healed. Feel the difference. Allow your subconscious mind to go deeper and deeper and feel the difference in the healing of your inner child. Allow your subconscious mind to go farther down your age, farther down at the level when you were in your mother's womb. Allow your subconscious mind to see yourself when you were in your mother's womb. Visualize yourself. See yourself through your inner eyes. Try to recollect each and every incident that your soul could witness when you were in your mother's womb. request the heart of Elijah again to shower divine light onto your mother's womb when you were there. To heal every event that happened when you were in your mother's womb that was not so pleasant. Dear the heart of Elijah, please shower healing light on the fetus so that no negative vibrations percolate to the child after birth. As I count 1, 2, 3, the healing will take place. 1, 2, 3. Visualize your soul. See yourself as a soul. Try to identify the color of your soul. Gently introduce yourself and allow the inner child to know that you're there to listen and support. Keep listening to your inner child. Keep listening to your soul's message. Ask questions if it feels appropriate. Try to go at the pace of the soul. Try to be a good listener, a listener of your inner child, a listener of your soul. A listener of a baby that is yet to take birth. Try to convince your inner child that all the problems that it faced in this birth, all the problems and emotional turmoils that are some way connected to previous lifetimes are all heard and healed now. Try to convince your inner child that it is okay to feel the way they are feeling. Just offer them unconditional love, gratitude, forgiveness, understanding, and comfort. Reassure your inner child that you are always there to support, you are always there to protect. You can even think of giving your inner child a gift wrapped with love. Offer a gift wrapped with care. It is now time to gradually allow your inner child to evolve flawlessly. As by now it has received all the healing that it required. All the healing that is required for you to perform at your highest potential. Gradually bring your consciousness back to your current self, back to your current age. Bring your conscious self to what you are today, now, at this point in time. Knowing fully well, being completely assured that your inner child is healed from all the trauma, all the scars that were unresolved for such a long period of time, that did not allow your personality to flourish, to demonstrate its highest potential. As I now count from 1 to 5, you will be able to come back to your current self, being able to completely recollect all the healing, all the beautiful moments that you witnessed during the meditation. One, two, three, you're almost there. 4, 5. So thank you very much. You can raise your hands and put your hands on your face. Gently rub your face. If you want to stay in this state for some more time, you can be.
So much, Debasis. That was an amazing, relaxing hour. I don't think I've sat so long for a long, long time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really
Thank
very
you.
deep. Anyone like to share their experience?
From the speaker Anu Kapur and Debasis ji. What a mind-blowing kind of so thought-provoking. It's just first day, so I can't wait for more. And I learned that we have the purpose for our life. We have the purpose for our life. The purpose of our life is to live, love, laugh, learn, train, and be a better person. So God bless all the speakers here, including myself. We are proud to be trainers of Mavin, and we are proud to learn from all these teaching sessions. And God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Anybody
Rajbir.
else want to share any feelings?
Yeah, there is a comment. Yeah, we will be sharing the recording. So it will be for some time only, so you can catch it there. Anyone else would like to comment anything? Everyone is in that zone, I think. No one wants to come out of it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Debasis.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was really very 1 minute. It was really very beautiful meditation, and I had a very different kind of childhood, and I felt it is all healed, and the light which was coming from above, and it was really amazing, from the angels, from universe, everything. It was like, going into another world, yet inside us. And I can feel my mother's womb, where uh, I started my soul journey, my physical journey. It was really amazing, and I'm still having the goosebumps. It is really very divine, whatever. And I went into my childhood times when I was, you know, I was having traumatic experience with my parents, or something, whatever. It is usual for a child, and it was healed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Debasis. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nupuji, for sharing that. And in fact, I'll invite Nupuji now. She had something up her sleeve. Something to bring the mind, body, soul reflection together through a wheel game. So I would like to invite Nupuji to now, just a light moment before we wind up for the evening. Yeah.
Please repeat again. Please repeat again, Minuji.
You have to do your mind, body, soul reflection wheel game.
Oh, I was supposed to, but I thought because of long meditation, maybe it will be a little difficult.
Okay,
But
so
still, we will do it
how long will
tomorrow.
it take? Yeah, how long will it take?
It will take some time to get the response and everything.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
should I
fine. So we
share it?
can do it tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, we will
Yeah,
do
we
it
will include it tomorrow then.
with a renewed energy. And
Absolutely.
we will look forward to participation by everyone. Right now,
Yeah.
everyone is in meditative mood, So
Yes.
let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah. So yes,
Thank you
I
so
think
much.
leave it for tomorrow. And tomorrow will be another amazing day where we rewire our brain for synergy. So please, everyone, join in and get an experience of rewiring again. We
Yes.
have some very interesting speakers. In fact, Nupurji is also going to really change our brain tomorrow. So we look forward to it now.
Yes, of course. We will rewire our brain
Absolutely.
to
So thank you
handle
both
our,
so much for your
body, mind, and soul.
yeah. So thank you so much for your amazing question, session or comments in the box also. Yes, Debashish. Okay, thank you. So fine then, thank you everyone. We'll meet again tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock. So please gear up for another wonderful day tomorrow. Bye.
And
Thank
Nupurji
you
and
and
Meenuji,
namaste.
Thank
we cannot
you.
thank you enough for accommodating the session at 9:30. I mean, that was really, really great. And I'm sure you now understand had it been the way we
Yeah,
planned.
it needed to be at
Yes.
least an hour long. Yes.
It's really amazing how things fall into place, and higher guidance played a small little game and created a magic over here. So thank you, Debasis ji, and thank you, Meenu ji, and thank you,
Thank you very
Shavana
much.
ji, and all the people out here who are with us.
Yes.
Please join in tomorrow for another beautiful session. Okay.